What up? Look at this guy, full of merch, full of the merch. Look at that, hashtag 200 pounds of sexy.
Literally.
Rocking the shit talk.
Literally 200
the
pounds.
shit talk Jay and Dave shirt. Well, that's the name of the show. We got the Go It Point hat.
Oh, yes.
Look at that guy, full of merch.
Looking.
And it just so happens that we're filming a, what is this? A promo. We're filming a promo for BigThings.com.
That's right.
BigThings.com. It's the holiday season, yo. Go get on there now. Order all your shit.
Go get some.
Go get the stuff.
Go get it.
You saw the promo from last week?
Go
the shirts.
Get it. Go get it.
Listen, man, it's the holiday season. Your mama wants something. Your kids want something. Your baby daddy.
You know, your side piece.
Your side piece. All of them. Everybody wants something.
Grandma.
Get on there and go get some Jay and Dave merch, man.
You know, your cousins.
Yep. Go to BigThings.com.
Your friends.
And go get that merch.
Right there. Go get a mug, too.
I'm telling you, this is what the world needs right now.
Some tasty coffee.
Jay and Dave merch. You get coffee? Do you get coffee, too? Or no?
Well, if you get this mug, you can get whatever.
You can put whatever you want in it. See? That was easy.
That was easy.
See? Just like these promos. They're real easy.
They're easy.
Go to BigThings.com for all your holiday shopping. Get on there right now.
Go get it.
Go get it. Go it.
Go it.
Go it.
Go it.
Where's the music, eh?
Or sorry.
Welcome to the Jay and Dave show. We're just doing a quick entrance. As you can tell, we're Raptor fans. Oh, actually, I'm Dave.
I'm Bosch.
Yeah, I forgot the actual intro. Welcome to the Jay and Dave show.
What's up?
I'm Dave, that's Jay. We are on our way down to a Raptor game.
Raptors.
So
go, and they're on a hot streak too, guys.
I know, all of a sudden.
They're playing nice.
Which, it's so stupid. I could go on a little rant right now, but
yeah, I know.
But
tank if you're tanking.
they were tanking, and all of a sudden all their players are back, and now they're winning, and now I'm afraid they're going to win themselves out of a good draft pick.
I know.
They were doing so good.
Barely make the playoffs.
They were doing so good at being entertaining, but still losing every game.
I know.
You know, but now they're playing amazing all of a sudden.
It's like
they've won like 6 of their last 7 or something like that.
You can't be mad at that guy.
Not really, but
we knew how good they were. So,
but hey, having like a top 5 draft pick on top of all that,
because I hear this draft is supposed to be pretty deep.
Yeah, there's some decent. Maybe that's what they're thinking too. They're like, okay, whatever. Even if we pick 7, 8, 9, something like that, will be okay. Maybe they're thinking their young talent is really good. And just adding like somebody who's like, like 7, 8, 9, or 10 or something,
maybe
will still be good enough because they were good. They picked Grady Dick at a good. I don't even know what number he got drafted at. I wish our boy Andre Lindo was here, but I mean, what a great pickup, and he's doing amazing, and he's pulling a lot of interest around the league. Everybody loves his game. He
then they got everybody else, Brown and
I think,
Quickly and
and the kids that have been playing while all these guys have been injured half of the year, the kids are good, man.
Boucher, did you see him the other night?
Boucher's been balling. Dude.
He's on fire.
I think he's trying to up his trade value. I think the trade deadlines come in about a week or 10 days or something.
Yeah.
And I think he feels like he might get traded.
Maybe that's what they're doing now.
And he's trying to
That's why they're playing well.
And he's a contract. His contract's up this year, so he's got to play good for the next year's contract too, right? For someone to pay him. I'm sure he's going to get another contract somewhere.
Oh yeah, guy. He's nice.
Yeah, man. He plays all right. I hope the Raptors sign him back. I like him under Raptors coming off the bench and doing everything he does.
Because he can do everything.
Yes, he can. He can rebound. He can hit threes.
He can play defense.
He's streaky with the 3-point. But once he gets going,
he's not a 3-point shooter.
But the other day he hit like 6 or something like that. He was like 6 for 6.
He was on fire, guys.
Yeah. Anyhow, all that being said, stick with us. We're on our way down to the Raptor game. We're gonna put together a whole bunch of shit.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see like some fast forward videos of us.
Yeah, man, all the stuff. Don't give the tricks. Don't tell them the tricks, man. What are you doing? Yo, as always, I want to make sure quickly plug bigtings.com.
Go it.
BIGTINGZ.com.
Go it.
The one and only sponsor of the J and Dave show in English, and the best way to support the show. Go to bigtings.com, BIGTINGZ.com, and get some merch like this hoodie that I got on, like the hat he's got on. Well, this hat's not there, but you know what I mean. Go check it out. Bigtings.com.
Go it.
Go it.
Go it.
Go it.
Go it.
Go it. Go it. On the way down to the game. Let's do this. Raptors. Pop, pop, pop. I couldn't wear my shirt today because it fits too skin tight. It's like spandex. I've put on a couple pounds since those days. Just a couple. Trying to figure out. We're in the bay now.
It's been a while since I've been here.
Trying to figure out the path on the way down. We parked a little bit away, and we're trying to. We'll see.
Make it.
Right now we're in the bay. Need some wares.
Need some dishes.
I always get distracted as soon as I see some toys. I think we're lost.
Yeah, we're lost.
We figured it out. That's why we came early.
Yeah. Some breadcrumbs.
A little hydration, you know? A little coconut water. That's all it is, coconut water.
Sure. Not all coconut water.
It must do a lot of mopping in here. The floors are crazy shiny. I think we go this way. Where we work, the floors are not shiny. Remember, guys, there's always options. Jokes. They say downtown apartments are expensive. I wonder how much it is for this place. I'd stay there. Had to stop for Jay to use the bathroom. Weak bladder motherfucker. Got lost. I think we found this is Union Station apparently.
Well,
look at this.
It's a little different than I remember it.
Almost made it. We arrived down at Union Station, so we're close anyway.
Close.
Real close.
Made it. We're in the line now. Well, we're getting in line in a minute. See you inside. We made it inside.
We made it. We found our way.
It was in doubt for a couple minutes, but we found it.
Breadcrumbs.
It means follow everybody wearing Raptors gear. Just follow them.
Pretty much.
Yeah. This guy's so sweaty you can't even understand.
Sweaty.
B. Number 4, Shavonte Green checks in for New Orleans. In for number 1, Zion Williamson.
B. Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right, it's just after halftime. We're still up. What are we up? Like, what is that? 11 points. Can we hold on?
Go it.
That's what I say too. Richard.
Richard Head.
We'll explain it later. All you Richard heads, we'll explain it later.
Your Richard face.
No. You guys are serious.
Right about that.
It's 70-63. And these motherfuckers are playing with my blood pressure. right, we did it. Final score. Is it still up there? I don't know what's up there, but we won.
We won.
We won.
We the North.
Because my mom used to say, you win as a Chinese. And you know what? I agree with her. So we did it. They won. But I'm not sure how I feel about it because they're on this winning streak and I don't want them to take themselves out of a good draft position. Not sure. Tune. You know what? I'm getting old because my hip hurts right now from them chairs. Yeah. Why does my hip hurt?
Because you're old. You're old.
Right. So now the big question is, how the hell do we get back to the car?
I think we should have went down there. I think we should have went that way.
All right.
We gotta go that way.
All right, let's go.
Let's do this. Chips.
Try and find our way back to the car.
Chips.
Right. So we're on an adventure back to the car. Let's see.
We know how to get there.
This might be the most exciting part of the video.
Exactly.
Let's see if we can make it back to the car.
I put down breadcrumbs, so. But I think the homeless guy ate them.
He did.
Let's go,
See?
Raptors.
So
We won.
they won, but we're both not sure.
We're happy about that.
Yeah, because
I'd rather them lose. We want some draft picks.
they're messing up their thing. They've already spent half the season tanking. And hold on, let me just get through the door.
And now they're winning. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah. So,
We want them to be last.
well, they're not. They're clearly not in last place. They're teams that are
Way
much
worse.
suckier than we are.
Yeah.
But
But we
Yeah.
want to be the suckiest.
I don't know if it's gonna happen because they're now they're on a roll, guy. This is what their 6th win in the past 7.
I know, this is the 4th in a row.
So what are we gonna do? I have no idea. But you know, they won. It was a good game. Like it's good. It's good for us to be there and they win. And we're gonna go. Should we go get it? Should we go get the pizza? Maybe that's what we can do. Go get pizza.
Pizza.
What do you think?
Chips. Chips.
You want some chips? Well,
they're giving away.
Yeah, those. Like everybody gave their crispers to the homeless guys that are in the front. One had a dog. I don't know if the dog's gonna eat the crispers or not, but
they got food for a week.
Yeah, they're doing all right.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
Give them more chips.
Yeah, we should go get our pizza.
You won.
It's upside down, bro. North the we won. Falling out of draft position.
I know.
With every win. It's all right though, I guess.
Okay.
What are you gonna do, man? You gotta cheer for your team. They want to win. We want to win. But we also want a good draft pick.
At least we're not.
All this guy did for most of the thing was cheer for people to up their trade value. Every time they scored, they're like, "Yeah, up your trade value."
That's right. Boucher,
yeah, Boucher,
Brown,
like up that trade value.
Up it up.
So, I don't know.
Chips.
We are where
Chips.
We are where we are.
Crispers.
So.
Crisp. You know who my favorite player is?
We're on our way back to the car.
Richard, my favorite.
Grady Richard.
Grady Richard.
His name's Grady Richard.
Richard.
You figure it out.
Yeah. Don't be a Richard.
Yeah. I think we're on a roll too. Like we're not even stopping. Like I think we actually know where we're going, which is kind of weird because for a second I had no idea where I was.
We're just gonna walk.
We'll just keep walking.
Hopefully we'll find the car.
Thank you guys for coming with us.
Yes. On a journey.
We're gonna cut it right now and talk to you guys again when hopefully we're back to the car. We'll see you guys in about 4 seconds.
4 seconds.
3, 2, 1. The fake plants down here are absolutely gorgeous. Just like everything else, it's shiny. Does somebody have $18 for me to get a coffee?
I'm gonna come clean.
So we just passed a Zamboni dude who's like just feeling it, man. He's just on there singing the tunes that are in his ear. He saw Jay's Jordans. And he's like, yo, is that the right way or is this the way? This way. This way, you sure? All right. Really, I'm trusting my life to Jay. We're walking along these beautiful hallways and I don't know where the fuck we are, but it looks like we're on our way back. So I think we're on our way back to the car. We're doing all right because we're passing things that we think we remember.
We'll eventually get there.
We'll get there. Stay tuned. Yo, there's definitely somebody sleeping in this area here because the whole place smells like shit. And it doesn't look like it's supposed to smell like shit. So,
if I was homeless, I'd curl up under one of these tables.
Somebody in here took a shit or
curl up under the table.
Took a shit.
No, they're curled up under
in their pants.
That's what?
So we have run into a literal wall. So here we go. Back that way to get ourselves out onto the street and figure it out. Stay tuned. So we just had a moment of panic where we thought we were locked after all that walk, locked from getting into the part where we are now, which is where we're going to the car. And we thought we would have to walk back. And we're both so fat and sweaty that we wouldn't have made it. Luckily, one door was just a little bit ajar. Ajar. Okay, well.
made it.
we found a way out, at least to the street.
We don't know where we are.
We'll figure it out once we get out there. Let's see. Hopefully the alarm doesn't go off when I push this door. So we're outside City Hall. On our way to the car. This has been more an adventure than the actual game was. They played with my blood pressure a little bit
Yeah, I know.
for the game, but
They made it close for a minute.
yeah, but then the Raptors, it was never in doubt, really, right? No. All right. I really have no idea what's going on now. We're in a maze of some sort. And we're just trying to figure out how to get over there. We're just trying to get across the street here. Let's see what happens. So we found our way to another piece of the maze. And I think we're almost there. I can see the building where we parked. Almost there. I think.
Breadcrumbs worked. Breadcrumbs worked.
Did they though?
No.
They didn't work at all. We got lost like 4 times.
Yes.
But we found our way. I think. Well, we actually made it. We made it back to the parking lot.
We made it.
Raptors win.
Go Raptors.
Raptors win.
We the North.
We, the motherfucking North. Let's go. We really did. We made it. Back to the car.
Safe and sound.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Dave.
And it's Jay, not a sponsor.
Jay is not a sponsor.
I'm not a
You know who is a sponsor? BigTings.com. And it's the holiday season. This is the time that you can go out and get all your Jay and Dave merch.
Oh, that's a nice hat.
Your hashtag 2 in the bush hat. Yo, you.
Where
How
can I
many?
get that?
How many of you people out there wear your hat like this? Because don't lie. This is the way you're supposed to wear hats. All my uncles and them growing up, this is the way. This is the way they wore their hat, right? That exactly like that, and exactly like this. This is the way you're supposed to wear your hat. If you're cool and you just got off the boat from Trinidad or Grenada or wherever,
Yeah.
this is the way you wear your hat.
West Indies, boy.
Exactly. Go to BigTings.com for all your Jay and Dave merch.
Yeah.
And your Big Tings merch. And your Johnny Two Stops merch. Yo, there's a lot of stuff there. The holiday season's upon us.
Yes.
Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all that stuff's coming up. Go get your merch.
Christmas.
Go to BigTings.com.
Boxing
BigTings.com
Go get it.
for all your Jay and Dave merch.
Go it.
Go it.
Not a sponsor.
Go it.
Not a sponsor.
Wait, no. BigTings.com is a sponsor. But get your not a sponsor shirt.
Yes, get the shirt.
You can get your not a sponsor shirt.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Go it.
Go it. Hi, I'm Jay.
Hi, I'm Dave. And we just got back from the Raptor game, which they won.
We the North.
And I have a lot of qualms with them winning
I know.
because,
we want them to tank.
yeah, and to be honest, they played amazing. And they've been playing amazing.
But you know what they've been doing?
What?
That I've noticed is they've been making other players do things they don't normally do.
What do you mean? Like the other players on the other team?
Like, no, like for instance, they have like Boucher. I feel he's a 3-point guy. He's like their 6th man.
Yeah.
And they're running plays for him, which they don't normally
I know,
do.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
And
like
then-
you've been, like this guy said, the whole game, during the whole game, every time Boucher hit a shot, every time Brown hit a shot, he's like, yes, up that trade value. Yes,
yo.
up that trade. This guy's yelling,
Stop.
up that trade value.
Yo, trust me, guy. That's
Yeah.
draft picks.
It is.
It's a good draft this year too. So
yeah, if they can use let's say they end up with, because they're winning now. Let's say they do something and end up with like the 7th pick.
Yeah.
But imagine package. Well, actually, Boucher and they can't do it now.
Why?
Because they can do it now, but they can't wait until the draft day. Because if they wait until draft day and then package Boucher, Brown, and the draft pick to like go up in the draft, but they can't do that. They can't do that because
that's a lot, guys.
Both Boucher and Brown. Well, Boucher is a free agent at the end of the year, so Boucher's playing for like his next contract.
Good,
you know,
he's
really playing great. Yo, every time Boucher was looking at 3 mean, this guy were like, ah! You know,
first pick, second pick.
Yo, it was the game was actually hype, man. The game was fun to watch. It was a good game.
Yes.
Because New Orleans, like, Raptors were winning the whole time by at least like 15.
Yeah.
And New Orleans came back and actually took the lead by 1.
Yeah.
Right? And then but then the Raptors went on a run. I don't know. Ultimately just took the lead back by like 8, 9, 10 and then just held it. And then Boucher was a big part of that down the stretch. Yeah. It was fun to watch, man. It was a good game today.
Yo, Zion didn't miss, eh?
No, Zion played good, guys.
Like,
yeah.
Every time he got the ball.
What did he end up with, like 28 or something like that? Or?
Well, I think more than 28 because it was at 28 when I'm like, this guy hasn't missed a shot.
Yeah.
28 points.
Yeah. Yo, Zion is an actual beast. Like, if you guys watch what we just watched in the footage that you just watched, we were relatively close.
We were.
So you can get the feel.
It could be like, we could hawk to spin.
Yeah. You can get the feel for how big these guys actually are. Like, Grady Dick is actually massive. Like, I'm not talking, I'm talking tall, like the tallness. Yeah. Like,
oh, they're tall.
Man, like, everybody was.
But Zion, this guy has no game.
Yeah, yo, he walks so funny, man.
He has. When I say he's no game, you're gonna be like, "What do you mean?" Like, there's no flash. It's like head down, straight to the basket, and it's like,
and just bully you.
I'm gonna put you on my back.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna score.
And I'm gonna go up anyway.
That's what you guy.
When he got the ball, and the thing is, he's dirty on the breakaway, and he can.
Like, he's dirty at the basket. Yeah. There's a couple reversals he did. Yeah. It's like, yo, how do you stop that?
But you see the dunks that he, like, everybody's watched Zion Williamson highlights.
Yeah.
Like, dude can 360 and do these crazy dunks.
Oh, yeah.
And dude blocks 3-pointers because he can jump so high. So a guy shooting a 3 and they let it go and he's blocking it, like,
at the top.
Out of their hand.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy to close out and jump so high that you're blocking it.
That's nuts.
Without fouling, and it's already left the hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, that, like, he's crazy athletic for the size that he is.
Yes.
But that might be why his knees are not.
He's a big boy.
Not handling it. But he looks, I have to say, seeing him live today, man, he looks trim and, like, muscular and shit. Like, he's, like, working hard to lose the weight.
But it still looked like he drags his knuckles and has a club.
yeah. But he does. And it's just the way he walks and stuff, too, right? Like, sometimes the way you walk, like...
He walks dopey.
Yeah, like, you know, sometimes the way you walk can see... I don't know how to say it. The stress that you're going to put on your knee if you're doing athletic things.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can see
like,
that.
If you're knock-knee, but you're doing athletic things. He's not knock-knee, but he...
But he's not bow-legged.
Yeah, but bow-legged people can fly, right?
True.
Everybody who I know who's bow-legged can fly out of the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Every bow-legged man can, and then that makes good for ball but he's not bow-legged. It's just he has this walk and his legs.
He just looks so dopey.
Yeah, and his legs kind of like I don't know. He's gonna look like Kenny Smith. When you ever see Kenny Smith when he runs to the board nowadays?
No.
His knees are rubbing together.
He's gonna look like the guy who used to play on Boston, Walker.
Antoine Walker?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you seen him lately?
No. Can't walk?
Just pull up some footage.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
If you guys are there,
pull
Google
up
it.
some footage.
Google it.
Actually, hold on a second.
I'm gonna Google it.
Wait.
We're gonna do a little. Here's a little bit of it right here.
I'm gonna put it in there for these guys.
Let's pause because there's gonna be a little bit of footage. And see, but you watch Inside the NBA with Shaq and Barkley and them. Yo, you ever see when they always race up to the board?
Yeah.
But you see Kenny? Yo, Kenny's knees, could start a fire, guy. The way he runs when he. Yeah, like your knees are that's even wrong because you gotta touch your knees together and do that, like that.
His knees are like my elbows.
Yeah, like sometimes I look at him and I'm like, how does this guy even walk still? But then they do like shooting things and stuff in the gym and stuff, and my man doesn't miss, like so he still got it like in ball wise. But those knees.
I think it's a thing for tall people.
No, man, not all tall people.
The other day, someone on social media was like, "No, Candace Parker, she has those knees."
Oh yeah,
pull her up,
and they touch. There you go. I guess here's the footage.
So somebody was talking like, "Oh no, Candace Parker's got Kenny knee."
The knock knees. Those aren't real knock knees because the knees are always together, and no matter what he does, so his legs are straight, knees are together, and then from there. His feet go outwards, so it looks really weird. Like
I watched him the other day.
Do it like this. Hold on, put your elbow up. I'll put my elbow up, and that's no, like this. That's how his knees are always together like that, and then his feet are there. Like how do your knees stay together like that? Like why are your knees touching all the time? You start, like, literally, guy, you could start a fire. Maybe he started the fucking LA fires, guy. Just running one day, like...
Chafing.
Yeah. There's a conspiracy theory you guys can start.
Oh, this guy. No, actually, the fires were set by Diddy.
Because all the lube is gone now?
No. Burn the evidence.
So you burned the whole of LA down? All right, man.
So that so the evidence is gone.
Anyhow, let's go Raptors.
We the North.
We the North. Raptors played amazing today.
They did, guy.
Ultimately,
this is like what, 4 in a row, I think?
It's 4 in a row, but like 6 of their last 7 or something. Like it's like,
and they're beating some big teams.
Yeah,
because the other day they beat Golden State.
Yeah. But Golden State ain't that big. Golden State ain't that good this year. They're not like near the top of the West. Like the West has changed, guy. The West is like OKC, Denver.
Yeah.
Who the fuck up in there?
Is Dallas in the mix?
Well, Dallas is mid pack.
The Rockets.
I'm missing Rockets. That's it. Rockets is the last one.
Rockets is like
like the top 3 is OKC, Denver, Rockets, or something like that.
Yeah, I think Rockets are like
like it's crazy. And then in the East is like fucking Cleveland,
dude, number 1.
Yeah, right? Cleveland's dirty, man. Like when you watch, I'm so happy because I got all those guys rookie cards.
Mobley,
and the other one, it doesn't matter.
Mitchell,
these guys.
There's a team.
All of them.
Afro dude.
Yeah. Like I got all their rookie cards, so it's like amazing.
I know.
So,
and they're playing really good.
Yeah, but like the NBA is kind of flipped to somebody, and then.
Well, the West isn't as strong as it used to.
It's really bad.
What?
The Timberwolves are my team because of and then they traded away Cat.
They're New York. Horrible now.
And now New York is top 3. It's like Cleveland, Boston, New York, where they traded Cat to. Cat's killing it over there. And Timberwolves were like 2nd in the West last year, and now they're dropped way down. Like
they're hard. I think they're in 8th.
Yeah, they're not doing good, man. They traded away. That was a bad trade.
I hate when teams trade their core to get better, but then it's like you don't have a team anymore.
No,
because you traded the players that were good.
You traded an all-star
to get one player. You know what I mean? And then like
it was a bad trade. I think it was a money trade. They traded because they didn't want to pay Ant and him, and they fucked up. And now they're not going to be as good as they ever were. The team Ant can't do it by himself. Like he can't do it by himself. He had Cat before, which made the perfect dynamic.
Well, right? Because Cat could post up or take
threes. Right? Yeah, and I don't know. They Minnesota fucked up. Minnesota made a really bad trade for that, and it really benefited New York.
Yeah,
which is great for New York, I guess.
Randall was under contract.
Yeah, that's why they made the trade. That's why there's Randall and Cat, and then
is Cat's contract over this year?
I don't think so.
Because he signed a big contract, didn't he?
Yeah, I think it was a money dump, and they know they want. Because so when Ant-Man comes up for his next contract, they're going to give him the big max.
$700 million.
Yeah, well, no, that's baseball. They can't do that in basketball. They can only the max.
200.
The max is just the max. It's like 250 or 280 or something.
That's crazy.
You know, like that. Like the max is like it's a set amount,
right?
And he can get that from the team that he's on, and he can go sign on another team, but it'll be 30 mil less or something like that, right?
Right.
So you can choose to sign with another team, but the team that you're with already can offer you 30 million more or 40 million more or something like that, right? But anyhow, they fucked up letting Cat go because that really fucked up the thing. So anyhow, that's off on a different tangent. The Raptors team is nice.
Trust me.
Like they're really nice. They have been very entertainingly tanking the whole year.
Yeah.
They look so good and kept losing. It's amazing. It's like a funny I don't know what you call it, like a funny thing that you can watch where you look at the team and they look so good and you like them, but they're still losing. And you still like them, even though they're losing. Yeah. And they were tanking, putting us in a great draft position. Now all the young ones have come back, like Scotty Barnes, Emmanuel Quickley, and
Bruce. Bruce was out for a while.
No, yeah, but Bruce Brown wasn't the core. I'm just talking about the core guys.
Yeah.
And Barrett.
Yeah.
At one point or the other, all of them were one of them was injured. So they didn't all get to play together until like 10 games ago or something. And once they started playing together, man, they really started playing together. Quickly was out this game that we watched, but they still have a thing going. They're on a roll now. They know.
Well, I think that's what I was saying to you. So, if you notice, Barnes was playing point guard. Yeah. He brought the ball up a lot.
Well, he was playing point guard the whole season before Quickly came back. When Quickly comes back, Quickly brings the ball up.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, those are the kind of things that I've noticed that they're doing. Like, Barnes, you're the point guard. He's not a point guard, but he's bringing the ball up.
Yeah.
So I see them working on their players and increasing their skill range.
Yeah.
So they're doing things that they wouldn't normally do.
Right.
So when the team comes together now, Barnes is going to be the guy posting up. But you want to know what?
He can bring the ball up too.
He can bring the ball up too.
He can play.
Everybody's versatile. So like, let's say you want to make it a big man.
Yeah.
Barnes is the point guard.
Yeah.
Because you've already practiced with him being the point guard.
I
like that because there's going to be in-game situations where you're not going to be able to give it to your point guard.
Yeah.
And somebody's got to bring it up. If nobody practices it, that's when the ball gets stolen all the time.
Yeah.
But now it's like they're working on their skills. Like the team is so well-rounded now.
It's really fun to watch them, huh?
Yes.
Like they're really fun to watch.
But they need a veteran.
Yeah. Well, that is what's going to put them over the top, I think.
They need a veteran.
Well, that's why I think they really need to
trade Brown and Boucher and get a good veteran.
Well, not even that. Like, I think they need to tank and get another good draft pick, another young kid coming in on a rookie contract so they're paying them cheap.
Well, everybody feels...
And then
yes,
trade Brown and Boucher. Or Boucher might be off the books, but I don't know. I think they should trade Boucher before the trade deadline, which is a couple weeks, because they can get maybe another pick. They might not be able to get like a high pick for Boucher.
Deep draft.
But they can get like, again, if you package Boucher with Brown,
yes,
maybe you could.
You're getting a top 10.
No, top 10? No.
For those two guys?
No.
Guys, listen, it's...
No, I disagree.
That's value there.
I know, but...
That boosts your bench.
But what team would you trade them for like a top 10? If somebody's trading for Brown and Boucher, it's because they're making a championship run and they need a deeper bench.
Actually, I know. Ben Simmons. They got the number 1 draft pick because they suck. We trade for Ben. we trade for.
You know what? I'm turning it off. I'm turning it off. I'm turning it off.
Trade for Ben Simmons.
No, I'm turning this off.
Guess what? We'll get Ben Simmons and the first round pick. and probably 7 other players.
Look, I'm gonna quit my job. I'm quitting this show.
7 other players.
If this is
Ben
the route,
Simmons
if this
in
is
the first place.
if this is the route you're taking, I quit.
But we want the first.
I don't want Ben Simmons.
But that's how we get it. They're like, we'll give you first round draft pick, but you gotta take Ben Simmons. And they're gonna be like, we're gonna pay his contract. Just take him. We just want him gone. We'll pay you to take him. And we'll give you the first. But you gotta give us Brown and Boucher. And I'm like, yes. Down. And then when we get Ben Simmons, we just cut him. Cut him. It's a good plan.
It's not a good plan. It's not a good plan at all. I hate that plan.
But they got first, man.
Listen, we don't need the first overall pick.
But it'd be nice if
we just want to be in the top 10 to 12 or whatever.
Yeah, well, I think we're gonna be in top 10.
The thing is,
we're gonna get like 7
without
or 8.
trading those guys. We're already gonna be in the top 10ish.
Yeah.
Of picks. We're not gonna get the top 3 or 4 pick.
No.
But we'll be maybe 7, 8, 9, something like that, right?
It's a deep draft, though.
We don't need to trade those guys for the pick that we're already going to get, you know. And if you trade those guys, it might put the team down just a notch, and we might lose more games and put us in a better draft position. Yeah. So what you want to do is trade for somebody that's, in my mind, what you want to do is trade for a younger player that's under control for cheap. Somebody that has good potential. Yeah, I have nobody in mind. Yeah, I can't tell you anybody in mind that I would like. Like I would like to get like somebody like Kuminga from Golden State, like a solid like backup center, grabs tons of rebounds, does all this dirty work. Yeah. Still gets his little bit of points because he does so much dirty work. Yeah. You know, and is under contract. You know what I mean? Like and then those guys might help boost a Golden State because they might make that trade. Right. You know, and hopefully they attach a pick to it. So you trade for like a Kuminga and a pick, but you're not gonna get a fucking top 10 pick for those guys. You might get so now you have 2 first round picks, and they're like, you know, maybe both picks are in the top 20. You have your own pick that you're gonna get because you suck. Yeah. Not you suck, but you suck in the standings. Yeah. And then you get another pick that's within the top 20. Yeah. And now you put younger guys in there, and then those things in the offseason, you can decide whether Barnes quickly and who did I say? RJ Barrett and Grady Richard is
Richard head.
Yeah. I call him Grady Richard now. That's my new thing. I can't say I keep saying Grady Dick, but I don't know if I want to keep saying Dick, so I'm just gonna call him Grady Richard. But you trade them, but that's such a nice core of young people. Yes. How much young kids do you need up in the spot? And all of them are signed. So you can now use and then you have Jakob Poeltl. So you can
we don't get rid of him for nothing.
No. But now you trade like maybe one or both of those picks packaged with maybe somebody else or something like that, and then bring in like a solid vet. You know how much things I've seen.
We need a vet, though.
You know how much things I've seen lately about everybody wanting, not everybody wanting, but people wanting Jimmy Butler to come here because they're trying to get rid of Jimmy Butler in Miami. He's not even playing. He's suspended.
I don't want him.
Yeah, I don't want.
He's cancer in the locker room. I think he's a good player.
Yeah. Oh, a great player.
Why is it that the last 2 teams he's been on? So he was on Chicago. Yep. And he was now Miami. Why is it that those 2 teams he's demanding a trade? Yeah. And it's not like your team is bad. Yeah. Like
you know he'll come here and do that too.
I know he will. I don't want him.
Because the Raptors are not that good at the moment, standings wise. And I don't know if he wants to live through them growing to be better, right?
When I say we need veteran leadership.
See what
not him.
What I think the Raptors should do is get involved in the Jimmy Butler trade, but somehow 3-way it. So that Jimmy Butler arrives somewhere else. You throw in the players that end up on Miami.
Boucher Brown.
But they compensate you with the draft picks.
But who else like I'm trying to think of a veteran that would come here that would help the team. We need like a good point guard. Like
I don't know. I think we're decent on point, man. Our two young point guards are, and one of them is a dog, man. When you bring him off the bench, did you see him playing full court the whole game?
Yeah.
As soon as they put him in, he's like, no, I'm guarding him right full court. He's all up in, like he's all up on McCullen.
Well, he had to.
And like
that guy was on fire.
But he does that every game to every point guard.
I like that.
He full court covers everybody who he's on.
Yes, I like that.
All the time.
Because you know what it is? You don't.
I can't remember his name, but this guy
to set it up.
This guy, the young dude that's on our team, yeah, like
Mitchell. Is his name Mitchell?
It might be Mitchell, but he's all over everybody, and I like that, man. Like,
yeah.
So the Raptors core right now, I really, really like, and I don't want them to like trade away any of the core, you know, but because the core is so young,
yeah,
I don't think they need super high draft picks. Getting a high draft pick would be great because you can add another young one to the core for cheap.
You need a veteran.
But I feel like if they're gonna make a trade, they have to make a trade for a real impact player.
Yes.
Like not just a veteran, like an impact. Like when they traded for Kawhi. Kawhi came in, changed everything, and they won a championship.
I feel like he was not a veteran, but he had good leadership.
Yeah, well, he was a veteran too. Kawhi, you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kawhi was a veteran and an absolute superstar, an absolute stud.
Yeah.
Right? A top 5 in the league at the time.
Yeah.
So, like, with the amount of young talent you have on the team and the draft picks that are going to come this year, like, man, you can... That's the type of trade I'm looking for.
Like, we don't need... When I say we need a veteran, I'm not talking like...
You're talking about like an Iguodala kind of... Like,
no,
not Iguodala now, but the way Iguodala was a big trade back then.
Like, not even that. Like, we don't need scoring.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking like a Charles Oakley. Fucking get the team... Like, Charles Oakley...
Like band the team together.
Got Vince Carter to be less of a puss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean. Like, we need that, like, guy that can build the morale in the clubhouse kind of deal.
Yeah.
And then it translates onto the floor. We don't need a guy to come in and score.
That was like an Iguodala. That's why I mentioned Iguodala because...
Great. That's a great pick.
Because he was such a... Like, and he's good. But he was such a team guy. He's such a binding guy.
That's what we need. Team. We need a guy with some veteran leadership who can whip these young kids. Because even if we get a good draft pick, it's still a young team, guys.
Yeah.
You look at I look at the Magic. They're a great team, but they need a veteran.
A veteran on that team too, yeah.
To kind of like corral.
That's why Cleveland's so good now, because when they got Mitchell,
there you go.
The veteran came in and got all those young people,
and they're playing so good around.
He's a baller, you know. Like he's not a superstar, but he's a superstar.
Oh, yeah,
and he's like
he's like, you know, there's tier 1, tier 2 of your good players.
Yeah, he's tier 2.
He's tier 2.
Yeah,
but don't get it twisted. Tier 2 players are still good. They're just not tier 1.
Yeah, they're not. They're just not Steph Curry.
Yes, LeBron.
Kevin Durant.
LeBron. You know what I mean?
Ant-Man.
Yeah. But like, if you catch like someone just a little bit under in a tier 2 who could play, but he can bring the team together, because I feel like that's what we need now. Like, we need someone to get the morale good in the locker room, and then we come out there like, and we play, right?
Yeah.
We don't need a scorer. We have scoring. We don't need defense. We just need that guy who can come in, can contribute, but he can pull our team together.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't even know who it would be right now.
I don't know.
I have
There's a lot of players, but they don't really fit. Because, like you said, we don't need a
I would have to think about it.
We'd have to...
We're doing this on the fly because we just got back from the game.
Yes.
And we're just talking about stuff. But, like, I'd have to actually sit and think about it and think of who could be that guy and who would be available. Never mind.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't be... Let's bring in Steph Curry because, you know, he's not available. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we have to sort of think about it in that sense. I have to think about that and think about a good trade.
Yeah.
Because that makes a lot of sense, getting that guy. Yeah. So I'd have to just look around on each team and figure out who would really be that guy. If you guys have any ideas, let us know down in the comments. Put it down there because we will talk about this again.
Yes.
And everything that you guys put in the comments, we'll chat about. So
let us know.
Yeah, because
who do you think is a good fit for Toronto?
If you have any ideas, we would love to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there are people who we're just straight up forgetting because we're both fucking stupid. And we can never remember people's names and whatever. Flim. But if we could bring some amazing Flim in.
I know.
Exactly what he's saying is just that's all we need just to tie the team together. I heard something about a trade for possibly Otto Porter Jr.
Oh yeah?
And Otto Porter Jr. can lick threes.
He can play
and he's long
and
he's stuff. But I don't know if he's the actual guy. But I know he fits
our system.
The system, right?
Yeah.
So he might be good, but I don't think he's the type of player to put you over the top.
No.
Really. So
no, but he's a good piece.
I'd have to think about it. I mean, I'm very interested in our boy Andre Lindo. Hopefully he watches this too and he comments because Andre is a very if you guys don't know, our boy Andre on TikTok, you should follow him. He after every Raptor game he puts up a review, and even if they're not playing, on days that they're not playing, he puts up Raptors info and stuff like that. It's a really good channel.
Yeah.
So
he's probably doing this game.
Yeah, look him. Of course, he's 100%. His thing is probably already up.
Yeah.
And he has a podcast. I don't know the name of the podcast, but we're gonna be on it soon. So when we're on it, we'll
let you know.
We'll push that out. I wish I knew the name of it right now.
We'll send the link to you so you guys can go.
Oh, for sure. The link will be down there, but it won't be down to this one.
No.
Next one. Once we're on the podcast and we realize the link and we understand, we'll put it all there.
Once we get a little more info, and we'll let you guys know.
Because I'm sure there's somebody that we can.
Oh, there's tons of people, guys.
You know? I can't think of them right now though. Let's think of
But I'm thinking
teams that are not doing so well and who you can go get. I don't know. It's hard for anybody to give up their picks now, but that's why you have to send a pick to them.
New Jersey
to get.
Ben Simmons.
No, but all you're getting is the pick back. You know, you're getting their number one pick, but that's still adding the young
Ben Simmons.
Not the thing.
He's a veteran.
Fuck Ben Simmons. I don't want
Ben
Simmons.
He's a veteran.
At all.
He come in the locker room and...
No, he's not. Shut up.
He's bring us together.
He's never in the locker room. He just
glued.
goes home. He goes home and he glues himself to the fucking video games or whatever the fuck he does. He just makes his money and he doesn't play.
He would go to... wherever the IR is.
He's glued to the pum pum list. That's what he's glued to.
He's on IR all the time.
No, fuck that guy.
He'd be in the hospital.
I can't do it. I don't like Ben Simmons. I don't want him.
What do you have against Ben Simmons?
Everything.
He's a good player.
No, he's not. No. I even hate a little bit on Jimmy Butler right now too.
Oh, dude, I don't want him. He's cancer in the locker room.
I just hate on him because
no.
I hate on him because of what he's doing though. I don't.
That's what I'm saying. He's cancer.
I don't like I'm not gonna play because I'm unhappy all of a sudden. I don't like that, man. You signed a fucking contract to play basketball, and now you're just unhappy because the team is not doing well. So you're like, now I'm not gonna play. And I get it. Maybe he's worried about blowing a knee out or whatever, and he's 35 and he's
worried about blowing a knee. He's not worried about nothing. He's just cancer. Fuck your knee.
But
he's cancer.
But still, I don't like that, man. When you sign a contract to play basketball, go play basketball. The NBA has given the players a lot of power.
Too much.
And you know what? I agree with the players having power, but not to this extent where you just can try and force a team to do things. I don't like
I blame that. LeBron.
I don't like that. But I don't like when you sign a contract to play basketball and then you say, I'm not going to play basketball.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I can't get my mind around it.
I blame LeBron.
Fuck, man.
I'm bringing my talents to South Beach.
Yeah,
when he did that changed the league, because I don't think at that point players were actually demanding to play someplace.
Mm-hmm.
And then he did that, and the league was like, huh? You can just bail on your team and then go. What? You can do this kind of shit?
Yeah. And then they're recruit all the good players to come play with you. And Yeah.
And then after he did that, everybody started doing it. So
I still don't like it. I don't care. Call me old school, call me boomer, whatever the fuck you want to call me, but I just don't call me late for fucking dinner.
I'll call you fat.
Yeah. But that's true though. Yeah, call me fat too. But I don't like
truth.
I don't like when you sign a contract to do something and then decide you're just unhappy. Your feelings. Remember we did this whole thing? Fuck your fucking feelings. Fuck your feelings.
Yeah.
Play the fucking game that you signed a contract to play.
You know? Yeah. I think once you sign the contract and then you do what he's doing and you're not playing, I think that the team should just waive you and not have to pay your contract.
Yeah, I agree. It's like the NFL.
Yeah, we'll just get rid of you.
The NFL, you can just cut people, right? There's a certain amount of guaranteed that you got to pay them, but other than that, you just cut them.
Yeah.
You know, but the NBA, he can just sit there and just
make money.
That's why the team suspended him, because when you suspend them, then you don't have to pay them. So that's the way of getting around it, because they're like, fuck you, you're suspended.
Okay.
He doesn't care because he has probably he's $200 million in the bank, right?
He's rich,
so he doesn't care.
Yeah.
But those millions can at least stack up for the team to use for something else, which whatever. I don't care. I don't care about whatever argument you have that says Jimmy Butler is right for what he's doing, because I don't think he is.
No.
And I've heard all the arguments, and nobody will ever convince me that when he signed the contract to play basketball and he's just unhappy because the team is not doing well.
That's not good enough.
And then
reason.
you just don't want to play basketball anymore.
That's not a good enough reason
for that team. I don't like it. I can't wrap my head around it. Like, you're not playing hard. You don't like the team. You don't like the coach. And you're not they're not paying you to like people. They're paying you to play basketball. You know, and go out and play. I'm not even saying you have to. Well, I would hope that you'd give 100%.
Yeah.
But I'm not even saying you have to really give 100%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
for me, my only problem with what he's doing is he's blatantly not trying.
Yes.
And I think that is where my problem is.
Because, how do you go in and look at your teammates in the face, guy?
Well, you don't, because you want to trade.
I know.
So now you don't care about your teammates.
Yeah, well, he clearly doesn't care, and that's what bothers me, man. Like, if I in the era that I grew up in, and the little bit of basketball that I played while I was playing, and I played football, you know what I mean? Like, I could never just be like, guys, I'm unhappy, I'm not playing, and look them all in the face still. You know what I mean? How do you walk into like that? That's a level of ego that I can't ever understand.
Yeah.
When you're just like, guys, I'm unhappy. I'm not going to fight for you guys today. We're all going to go out on the court together.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to fight for you guys. And these guys are going out. Some guys are playing for contracts. Some guys are playing for their livelihood. Some guys are playing hard to do whatever. And some guys still just have that in them that they just go there every day and want to win.
Yeah.
And then you have a teammate that's like, nope, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not playing today, guys.
Not going to do it.
Because of my feelings.
Not going to do it.
Yeah. You know?
Wouldn't be prudent.
Yeah. But I don't like that because my feelings fuck all you guys. And that's why I say fuck your fucking feelings, because I can't wrap my head. Nobody's ever going to make an argument that'll make me agree to the other side, because I've heard them all.
Yeah.
In the last 2 weeks. People who are trying to make arguments on Jimmy Butler.
Actually, it's not LeBron. I don't blame LeBron. I blame Eric Lindros. Because he didn't want to play for the Quebec Nordiques. And he forced them to trade him.
Yeah, and then Scott Stevens took his face off.
So I feel like once that happened...
face off?
Once that happened... everybody in the league got this permission slip. I can do this now?
Yeah.
Let's do this. And it's no. That's why you sign a contract. It's the whole reason why you sign a contract.
Imagine
you have to play.
He didn't want to play the Nordiques. Nordiques became the Avalanche and won the chip.
It was his fault.
You fucking idiot. You know,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just ride it out, man. If your team's not doing well,
play for the Nordiques.
Then you go to your management and say, "Hey,
go get
you
some
guys
help.
need to make some moves.
Yeah, just go get some help, man.
You know what I mean? This off season, get me some people.
Yeah, I'm playing my ass off, and I will continue to play my ass off. But please help me.
Yeah.
I just don't have it in me. Like I'm not the type of person to say I'm not going to do what I'm supposed to do.
There you go.
Even at the job that I do now. You know, like I go in there and some people are like, oh, they're calling us for this or they're calling us for that. And I'm like, yeah. Because it's our job.
It's your job.
You know, don't complain.
Go do it.
When they're calling you to do what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
And
fuck your knee.
Just because they called you 5 times in an hour to do what you're supposed to do, and you only want them to call you twice. It doesn't matter whether it's 5 times or twice. You got to go and work hard. Like the everyday man, the everyday person that we do, right? You have to do what you're supposed to do. And I think, in my mind, the same thing goes for basketball.
Well,
you're just supposed to show up and do what you're supposed to do.
It's a job. Just like you're just talking about your job.
Yeah.
His job is to play basketball. So when you're refusing to play, it'd be like us going to work and saying, hey,
I'm not doing my work.
I'm going to come into work and I'm going to sit down here for my 8-hour shift.
Yeah.
And do nothing. Because I want to be in a different job.
Yeah. You guys have to put me in one.
You guys got to put me someplace else.
Yeah.
I'm not working. It doesn't work that way. You get fired.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And that's the thing.
Suspend you? Like, all right, here's your walking papers.
And that's the thing. They gave NBA players so much power that they feel like they can sign the contract and then just do what the fuck they want.
You can't, man.
And again, I understand that it's like, because some people call like sports like modern day slavery, right? But it's not, because they're getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars.
What slave signs a fucking
$200 million contract? Yeah.
Not even. We'll go bottom. What slave do you know is
$750,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What slave is making $1 million? Like that's like
I'm just
veteran contract.
I only say it because this is what they say on the thing. This is not. I don't believe that it's like that at all. But I've heard the term before. Like, oh, you're making billions of dollars off of these guys' backs, right? But the thing is, they're compensating them. In my mind, they're compensating them quite well. Right?
Listen, do I have to research some contracts to tell you what these guys make?
No, I think everybody. I think everybody can figure that out on their own.
10%.
Yeah.
Of the worst contract.
Yeah.
I'm the happiest guy in the world.
Yeah.
Go pick up shit.
Yeah.
I'll be like, where is it?
Yeah. I'll pick it up. Yeah.
Barehanded.
No.
Maybe not.
No, pay for some gloves, bro.
I get a bag.
Yeah, I get a bag. Poop and scoop, bro. Just pick it up with the bag and then.
But you know what I'm saying? These guys get paid so much because you're making so much money. You feel that you have this power of, I can do what I want. It's like, no, dude. There's rules.
Yeah.
There's regulations. You got to follow the rules. The people who get what they want, they're playing the game the way it's supposed to be played. But when you're not playing the way you're supposed to be playing, why should you have options? It's like my children.
I agree.
And they're like, hey, Daddy, can I play video games? And I'm like, did you clean your room? And they're like, no. Then no.
No, but you can't play.
Go clean your room and maybe I'll think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
a good one. I like that.
But yeah, these guys have too much power and they're abusing it.
Yeah. The thing is, there's always that struggle to should athletes thing, and I'm of the thing that no, if you sign your name on a contract, now you have to do what the contract says.
Yes.
That might sound old school, but I don't care how the fuck it sounds. When you sign your name onto a contract, you are now obligated to do what the contract says.
Yep.
Regardless of your stupid fucking feelings.
Fuck your feelings.
Fuck your feelings.
And your knee.
Yeah. Nothing in the contract said anything about making you happy all the fucking time or winning all the fucking time. Sometimes teams win, sometimes teams lose. There's only one winner every year, and everybody else is a fucking loser, and you have to just go.
I love that. Yeah. Everybody's a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Except for the one winner.
Except for the one fucking winner. And you have to just go and play hard and hope next year is better.
Yeah.
Right? And hope they bring some help or whatever the fuck they do.
But you talk to your team.
You can't say, well, I'm unhappy because we didn't win, so now I'm not going to do what I'm supposed to do. What I signed my name on the contract to do, I'm not going to do it now.
That's BS.
And that's how I feel.
Yeah.
So fuck it. And yeah, we went off on this big tangent.
Raptors.
The Raptors won.
Free pizza.
I hope they stop doing it so they can get a better draft pick.
I know.
But in a way, I want them to really like go on a fucking tear and have the league scared of them.
I do too.
I'm of both minds.
But I kind of want to do a Tanya Harding.
Let's go hit somebody in the knee.
Bash up some.
Fuck your knee.
Fuck your knee.
Yeah, she's the original fuck your knee.
She is.
Yeah.
Out for the season.
Yeah.
Tank. I'm happy with it.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, well.
They are where they are. We can only enjoy the product on the floor, and the product on the floor is enjoyable. It's really fun to watch.
The team is one of these young teams I can't wait to see in the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like Orlando,
Magic.
How like monster, nobody wants to play Magic. They're not good, but nobody wants to play them.
They are kind of good though.
Well, when I say they're not good, I mean they're not like
championship. Yeah,
they're not Cleveland.
They're not Denver.
Yeah,
Denver, Cleveland.
No. But Denver, Cleveland is shitting themselves when they gotta play
them. Yeah,
like, oh, we gotta play these guys.
Yeah. Fuck, I get it.
You know,
that's what the Raptors.
And that's what the Raptors are. The Raptors like, oh, the Raptors.
And no matter what so once the team becomes that, they're one trade away.
There you go
from a chip.
That veteran player,
which is exactly what the Raptors did back when they won their chip.
And if you notice,
Masai's a fucking genius.
But have you noticed the team is kind of similar?
Yeah,
they got all these pieces. You have like 17 small forwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do you keep getting them? I'm like, oh, Masai, you did this once already and won us a championship.
Yeah, he's a genius.
I'm okay with it.
I believe in Masai. I believe he can touch the sky.
Yo, I think my glasses broke. I heard glasses
upstairs. I think about it every night and day.
Wait, you hear that? I think your mirror broke.
He made Bargnani go away.
You know what? That was the best trade ever in the history of NBA.
I can't even take credit for that song I just sang, because that's a Tim and Sid song.
Oh, is it?
100%. I just sang a Tim and Sid song. Go look it up. Go look at Tim and
hilarious.
Sid. Tim and Sid, I Believe in Masai. It's the best song. And then he said, there's one part where they said that he made Rudy Gay go away, and then Sid goes, and he took 3 shots on his way out. Because Rudy Gay just kept shooting, right? Remember, he shot so much that he's like, they traded Rudy Gay, and after he got traded, he still took 3 shots. The song. Look up Tim and Sid, I Believe in Masai on YouTube. I might sing it one more time. But tell me that's not a great line. I believe in Masai.
Yeah,
I believe he can touch the sky.
It's a great line.
I think about it every night and day. He made Bargnani go away. Come on, bro. Those are lyrics, bro.
That's genius. So.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah,
best trade ever in Raptors history.
Yeah, fucking Andrea. Andrea Bargnani in the league right now. He'd be good, huh? A 3-point shooting center. He was literally like 5 years before his time.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's before his time.
Yeah, because he was in a time where the centers abused him. Yeah. And he was a 3-point shooting center. If he was in the league right now, Bargnani would be maybe not a superstar, but he'd be a better player than he was then.
Yeah, he'd be more like a Dirk. I feel.
Yeah, like closer to a Dirk. I think he'd be more like a Cat that's in thing. Maybe just less toughness, because Cat will still go in there and grab you fucking 20 rebounds some days.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think he'd have that toughness, but he'd be more like that 3-point shooting center. Still post up once in a while.
Yeah.
But mostly he's hanging around on the edges, putting like if you put your best center on him, pulling him out of the fucking key.
So you
to have to go cover him out on the 3-point line, because what you want your centers to do nowadays is shoot threes. Because that's the league now, right? So
well, it also takes them away from the center so they can't play defense.
Yeah.
So no help defense.
Right.
Right? You have to guard your man because if you don't, he's going to...
He made Bargnani go away.
You ever hear nails on a chalkboard?
I believe he could soar.
Oh, that's what you sound like.
He sent Rudy Gay through an open door. And Rudy Gay took 3 shots on the house. Go look it up, man. That's the best fucking song, man. And these guys, Tim and Sid, those are my inspiration. That's the inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
Probably the inspiration for the show altogether.
Yes.
Because, and I know we don't talk.
In a mouth.
I know we don't talk sports all the time, but when we do,
I love Tim.
Yeah. Because he's Scarborough.
But he doesn't look like he would know any of that stuff. And then he starts talking. Yeah. And you're like,
yeah, he's a pure Scarborough guy.
Bro,
yeah,
need to come down to the hood and have a drink.
And you know he's from the hood. That's the thing, that he can hang, man. Like Tim and Sid. Yeah. Shout out Tim and Sid. My favorite guys.
I love Sid's rants.
Yeah,
his rants are like are legendary. Yeah, and he gets so mad. I love it. He gets so mad and he's cursing the camera, like, yo.
And see, that's why I have to say, Tim and Sid are the reason that I ever wanted to do anything on camera, or on recording or anything. 100%, it's because of Tim and Sid. Yeah. Like, that's it. Like, it's just the two of those guys. Like, I love those guys. I've watched them since they were way back on the Score Tonight. There was a show called Score Tonight that they used to do together.
Yeah.
And then they used to push the edge of like what they can say to the point where they got canceled. Not canceled, but got fired.
Yeah.
And started a podcast. And their podcast was so wildly... This is in the early days of podcasts. Podcasts weren't even a big thing yet, but they started this podcast, and their podcast was so popular that they hired them back and put them on the radio. And the radio show was so popular that they gave them a fucking TV show in prime time.
And they blew it out
of the water. And they blew it up. And then... I understand Sid made a move for his career, trying to go to breakfast television,
right,
and trying to do something for his life and his career and whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this: I feel he made a wrong move.
They should stay together
because Tim and Sid together were golden, and Tim is still good on the. Tim just does highlights on the show now.
Right.
For a little while, it became Tim and Friends, and Tim kept his show. But for some reason, they cancel that show now too,
right?
And they don't really do it They don't do it anymore at all. So Tim just does highlights again. He does a highlight show. But Sid on breakfast television is not nearly the Sid that we know, and he's not Sid.
He's got to tame it down because he's on, news or prime time
news and morning television. Yeah.
There's a lot of like, hey, you can't say this, you can't do this.
Yeah. And
opposed to like you're on your own podcast and you're like, fuck you.
Yeah. I think him and Tim together had something that could like go down in history. Like history as the greatest Canadian sports broadcasters or sports commentators. Not broadcasters, sports commentators.
Yeah.
Like ever. And I understand. I understand what Sid did and what Sid did for his life and what he thought he had to do for his career and whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if he ever sees this, he's never going to watch this. I don't know. Who knows? But I think if him and Tim had stayed together,
they would have
gone down in history. Yeah. I think they're already going to go down in history, but imagine what they could have kept on doing. They never would have canceled the show.
No.
Even
they'd still be going now.
Yeah, they'd still be going, like, because there are guys like Pardon Interruption.
Yeah.
That are still going on. They're those guys, Michael Wilbaum and whatever the fucking other guy's name is. These two guys. They, like, those guys have been going for fucking like 20 years or something. I've been watching Pardon, and those guys, they will not break them up. That show is thing, and Tim and Sid would have never been broken up. And the things that they did together, the things that they were able to, like, they were so original. They didn't just broadcast stuff. They did stuff playing hockey, and they did stuff. They put Sid in a fucking spandex and made him run the 40. They made him run the 40.
Yeah, I remember that. That like was hilarious.
You know what I mean? Like those.
That was hilarious.
Those things, like are like amazing. Everything that they did together was just amazing. And now there's none of it. Like Sid hasn't made an impact on breakfast television.
No,
he can go tomorrow and breakfast television won't be like crazy different.
He's just another face in the crowd.
Yeah, he doesn't get to do what he can do best on that show. And that's just my feeling. Like, I love Tim and Sid. If there's two guys in the world that you ask me if I could sit down and have a fucking beer with, it's Tim and Sid. I'd love to sit and talk to Tim and Sid and just fucking shoot the shit about sports.
Yes.
Every sport. And I'm such a huge fucking promoter of like Canadian sports and Canadian everything. And they were like, now nobody does it. They were the guys.
Yeah.
They were the guys who pushed Canadian everything.
Well, if we gotta fill those seats.
Let's do it, bro. You ready for this?
Let's do it.
Let's fucking do it.
Go it.
Go it.
Go it.
Anyhow, thank you guys for tuning in.
Go it.
We're going to shut it down right here. Thank you guys for listening to that Tim and Sid rant. Speaking of rants, how good fucking Sid was at rants, but anyhow, that was a bit of a rant by itself.
It was.
But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure and hit the fucking like button. Make sure and drop a comment. Hit the bell. Do all that. And share. 100% share. Share with everybody you know.
Sharing is caring.
And because sharing is caring. We just made that up right now. That's something that we've never heard before in our life. And Jay just made that up off the top of his head.
The words rhyme, so.
Yeah. Like I also heard it said as sharing is two in the bush.
Yes.
That's another way I've heard it said before. Go to bigthings.com and you can find a two in the bush hat there too. Hashtag two in the bush.
Yes.
Anyhow.
200 pounds of sexy.
That's there too.
Is also sharing.
Yeah, we'd love for you guys to go to bigthings.com, bigtingz.com, and grab some merch. Either grab the Big Things merch or the Jay and Dave merch. All of it
just grab something.
Goes right towards the show. And it's the best way to support us. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys on the next show. Do we do the dance? There's no music. Do we do the dance?
I can put it in here.
Let's go Raptors.
Your mama.